Hey guys, Clumsy here and welcome back to ETS2 1.35 open beta now. And finally I managed to make it work. The Renault Premium is now with EVR sounds working with DirectX 11 1.35 and I'll tell you all about it. But first, let's hear that greatness. Oh yeah, we are back. We are back indeed. Now there are some side effects, there are some trade-offs to make this happen, and yes, I'll tell you all about it as we go through the episode, right? But yeah, today we are actually in France, and I wanted to explore that new road that was released in 1.35. Let's take this job from, how do you read it, Saint Laurent to Paris. Trying to make it French, I know, I butchered it. Nailed it. No, but we're going to take the route that connects, the country road that connects A10 and A6. I think that's this one. And then we'll be driving to Paris. There's actually one more road that's new. I think it's the A6 to N44, but I'm not sure which one it is. I'm guessing it's this one. Because A, I haven't discovered it yet, and B, that's the one that connects to A6. Doesn't really say this is N44 or anything, no border there, no marker, but I'm guessing that's a small road, so it doesn't have a road marker there. But yeah, anyway, for this episode we'll be focusing on this leg, yeah, and we'll be exploring and I'll be sharing some updates along the way. If you have some time, I'll be able to do some Q&As. I know I'm a bit behind on that, I'm super behind on that, but yeah, just sorry about that, but lots of things happening. Thank you, Kirill, for the CG accessories. This is all CG-fied. And thank you for Polly for the skin of the trailer and for the CG wheels paint job. Whatchamacallit. Yeah? So, engine sounds awesome from inside, but you'll notice if I turn it on, there's nothing. There's no like that famous sound that you hear from EVR when you start an engine or the electronics. There's nothing like that anymore. And that is the trade-off that I had to do. So I'll tell more as we drive along, but first let's go and get this thing loaded. Also, is the engine sound a bit too weak? I think I would prefer it a bit louder. Maybe it's at 1.0 or something. Let me just line up here properly. Do I have my axles raised? I don't think so. Let's raise them. And yes, that's actually the sound when you raise your axles in this truck. Sounds like someone's whistling. Actually sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? I'm not actually sure if I lowered or raised the axles. It seems like they're lowered now. No dashboard indicator. That's weird. Yeah, they're raised now. Okay, now they're raised. Good. Because it's kind of difficult to park when you have steerable axles. This trailer has 4 axles. The first and last ones are steerable, and they turn depending on how your truck is turned, just the opposite way. So it can get kind of tricky. Yeah. Right now they're still turning, but at least they're off the ground, so they're not really contributing to the madness, so to speak. Is that going to work? Yes, it can. There you go. Alright. Parking brake. Let's load up. Let's do 1.5. Yeah, that's better. Not too loud, but not too soft either. so that we can get some chance to hear the other subtle sounds. When you shift gears, when the suspension, the springs work, when the tires are moving. Oh, and by the way, did you notice the indicator sounds? I'm not a super fan of this, but let's hear it. I love the switches, super love the switches. But the actual blinker sounds sound like a time bomb to me. I guess it must sound like that in real life though for EVR to model that way, because he made some updates for this truck, and I guess he updated it to be to have more accurate sounds, even more accurate than before. Should I lower my axles now because we are actually carrying 22 tons? Yeah, I guess that could work. Let's do that to help with the steering as well. So if I lower them, the trailer bounces, physics hype, and now everything is moving. Perfect. There you go. So yes, what did I have to do to make them work? Well, you might have watched the stream already, but I'm actually recording this before the stream, the Clumsy Trucking Friday stream. So I'll share it anyway for those who missed it. I was asking in the SES forums if anyone had an idea, and of course someone had an idea. There are some very smart people there in the community. Thank you for the tips, guys. To Macintosh, Drive Safely, Sipinho, all the different tips. And in the end, what we're thinking of is this issue. So first, maybe I can share what the issue is for those who are not aware. So as you guys might know, I'm a huge fan of EVR sounds. EVR is a modder who sells premium sounds for trucks, and the quality is absolutely amazing, as you guys can hear. So many different subtle sounds in the back, and it's just a must-have for me nowadays. Anyway, the problem was with 1.35, if you had DirectX 11 enabled, the game was crashing when you had his sounds on. Whenever you are inside the truck and you start the engine, it crashes the game without any error message at all. So it's really hard to spot. So I asked it in the forums, and the guys gave their inputs. By the way, I forgot to reroute, because we will not be passing through. Yeah, look at that. We're going to miss it entirely. Almost missed that. There you go. That's the road we want to take. So when we turn off A10, when we pass that toll gate, that's the start of the new road already. And we'll probably need to take some photos there. Anyway, so we were having problems with that enabled, and I could not use any of EVR sounds at all. So the people were saying it's most probably because of the dashboard sounds. So EVR is famous for his complete sound pack, and his sound pack includes some specific electronic sounds when you start the engine, or when you start the electronics rather. So like that beeping sound in the Renault Premium, or there's also something in the Volvo. So things like that. Also have that clicking sound of the gear. So normally there should be a sound when you turn on the electronics, but then again, people are thinking that might be where the conflict is happening. Why there's a conflict, no one knows, but there seems to be a conflict definitely, because it's crashing. So the fix is to either adjust the dashboard settings inside the mod, which we cannot do because EVR has locked his files, so we're gonna change anything inside. But as a workaround, what you can do is you can look for Oscar's mods, Oscar's dashboard mods. Oscar, aka NFSHP, I think was his old name, but now that he's part of SES, now he's an SES employee, he changed his name to Oscar. You can look for his mods in the Steam Workshop. I should also have some links in the mods list. Check out the video description for the mods list link. and look for the like realistic dashboard or realistic gauges mod. There's something for the Renault Premium. That's why I'm able to make this work. So the trick is to have EVR sound mod and then put the dashboard mod from Oscar above. Make sure it's above EVR sound mod, because what that will do, tractor hype. What that will do is it will override the dashboard settings from EVR, the ones which are causing the dump, the crash. And as a result, you won't get the crash anymore, but you will also lose the sounds in the dashboard, that electronic sound when it opens. So you don't get everything, but at least the game doesn't crash. And that's what I can offer you. It's also not foolproof. I've tried it on Eugene's Volvo FH. It doesn't work. Even if I put Oscar's realistic gauges for the Volvo FH on top of EVR's Volvo FH sounds, it doesn't really work quite well. It still crashes, and I'm not sure. If I use Shumi's Renault Premium, it also crashes. So I'm guessing it's not only with the sound, EVR sound, maybe the modders themselves, the truck modders themselves have to do something, have to adjust something. Or maybe the dashboard just doesn't change the modded trucks. It only changes the default sounds. Maybe that's why. Clumsy trucker. Love that honking sound. Let's turn together, Mr. Officer. Loving these French roads as always. I love the textures, I don't know. The combination of textures in the trees just make it so, how do you say, scenic for me. Like that countryside vibe. It's perfect. And I heard that the two new roads, the two new French roads, the one connecting A10 and A6, that's only available if you have the Vive la France DLC. But the one connecting A6 and N44, that's part of the base game. At least that's what it says in the patch notes in the open beta. And yes, we are now in the open beta as well in ETS2. No more in the experimental beta. So if you are still in the open beta, you are still in the experimental beta, please switch over to open beta now, to the public beta, because you might not get the latest updates. The latest updates, they are pushing to the public beta now, and the experimental beta might be outdated. So don't stay there, okay? Switch to the public beta. Not sure if I've been through this road before. Looks pretty cozy though. Looks like a very sneaky road. Not a lot of people know about this. Looks like something the truckers would know. A shortcut that is friendly for trucks. Some very nice off-road routes there as well, although you cannot really enter them. Maybe that just cuts off somewhere in the middle. But yeah, that's the main update I have. So thank you SCS Forums, thank you SCS Community for helping me out with that one. I know it's not the perfect solution just yet, but I'm just happy that I can use EVR sounds with 1.35 with DirectX 11 already, to some degree. Even if it's not the full package yet. So I'm thankful. There we go. Yeah, so I guess we can go to the questions now. We can do some Q&A. I know I'm so behind. I'm like more than a month behind with the questions. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, we ended, I don't know when, a few weeks ago maybe, with some of Jay's questions, and he has a couple more. So let's go and start with them. Paris to the left. I need to do a full stop though. Thank you. DirectX 11 doing its work, providing superior frame rates, especially compared to before. Anyway, alright, so Jay's question. What random acts of extreme kindness would you like to see? No gifting games or gaming products. Okay. What random acts of extreme kindness really brings a smile to my face when I'm outside the house? And yes, I do go outside the house sometimes, and I see these kinds of things. Like, not even sure if I would be expecting something extreme, or I would like to see. I'm happy enough having small things. I'm a guy who believes that it's not the big things, it's the small things piled up together that really make something work. And that's why I value the small things more than the big things. The big things are overhyped for me. They're like the most visible, they're the obvious things, but it's very sneaky. But most of the time, the small things are what adds up, and they're the ones which really have an impact, as compared to the big ones which have like happen once in a blue moon. So I'd like to focus on the smaller things, and it brings a smile to my face whenever I see these things outside. Like as simple as, I don't know, someone helping out an older person. I have huge respect for our seniors. They've been through a lot, they've experienced a lot, and they've grown so wise. They've gathered so much wisdom through their years, and the only thing is their bodies are not as probably not as good as before. Yeah, and the least we could do is to help them out. So for me, the smallest things, like giving up your seat for the elderly, for the women, chivalry is not dead, things like that. That's already good for me. Or helping carry bags. Like, I've heard stories in Japan, people are very courteous, like everyone is busy. Whoa, is that P1D? Sorry, a bit off topic. P1D, Premier One Driver. He's a guy, he's a pilot who makes YouTube videos. I watch him a lot. And when he was in his younger days, he was an F-16 pilot, actually. So he has quite a lot of stories about that. Maybe that's him. Time travel. Anyway, going back to the topic. So small acts of kindness really bring a smile to my face. Giving up seats, offering to carry bags up a steep staircase, things like that. Maybe there's a military base here or something. Okay, that guy is actually... I hate that AI hesitation right there. If you're going, go. If you're stopping, stop. But don't stay in the middle. There you go. But yeah, so that in Japan, I've heard my friend had an instance like that. She was carrying something heavy. I think she may have shopped too much or something, and then she was in Japan. The train stations are not very friendly to people in wheelchairs and stuff, because there are lots of staircases. Like, there are elevators, but not plentiful. You really have to like go around and wait. And so people usually use the stairs. And my friend was planning to use the stairs with this heavy bag. And I think she kind of stopped in the middle because she was getting too tired. And someone just went beside her and just lifted her bag. Like, if it was any other country, you would probably think someone was stealing from you. But because this was Japan, it's probably not going to be the same case, and it wasn't. Like, that guy just took her bag, took it up the steps, and left it there. No word whatsoever, just helped her out. And she was really thankful for it. Like, no words necessary, no fuss, no us, just helping out and not expecting anything in return. That's something that we don't really see nowadays so much, and that's something I would like to see. The little things. I don't want to see someone like jumping in front of a bus to save other people. Like, heroics are overrated for me. It's the little things that really count at the end of the day. That's my piece. I thank you. But thank you for the question. Why are we going back to Limon? That's not where we came from. We came from Saint Laurent. Butchering names 101. We are in the new road now, though, so we'll try and take a sneak peek, and we'll see if there's a good view somewhere. We'll take a photo, aka if we go through a bridge. I'm not so sure we'll be that lucky though, but we'll try. 29 degrees Celsius today. Goodness, is it summer yet? I've heard from a German colleague that the weather has been pretty weird lately, at least in Germany. 1 week it's super cold, even if it's middle of spring. 1 week it's super hot, and it's like the weather cannot decide what it wants to do, and people get affected as a consequence, which is how it is always. Anyway, so yeah, thank you for the question. Oh, what's the best $5 you've ever spent? My goodness, I have a perfect answer for this, and it shows just how much of a cheapskate I am. So last year, when we were planning for our travel to Switzerland, we were looking for like trekking, hiking gear. Nothing fancy, just a proper jacket, a proper sweater, fleece, down, all that stuff to protect against the cold. And of course, we also needed some protection for our eyes, so we needed some shades. And I was looking for shades because I'm not really a shades guy. I am not a fan. I don't know. I'm not an accessories kind of guy, except if it's a gadget. If it's a gadget, it's a different thing. But why do I have Echo there? Don't I have the real company mod enabled? Maybe I have, but maybe this new road does not use the same prefabs, so it does not get included in that real company mod. Crap. Alright, so our modders may need to adjust that, because that should be a real company now. I forgot which one it is, but it looks very nice. Because I really hate that Echo logo. It looks something from the 90s. Very old-fashioned layout. Oi, what the heck is this? Oh, a roadwork. Those signs are put in very narrowly. Like you really have to squeeze in. Goodness, that's scary. I think I almost hit that sign. So anyway, we were looking for shades, and I'm not sure if you guys have it in your place, but there's a place in Singapore called Decathlon. It sells, it's like a sporty establishment that sells all these sporty gear for hiking, for sports, for gym, all that stuff. And it does so very cheaply, like very affordable price, not like the branded stuff like Nike, Adidas, not like that. Super affordable. So that's where we went. We don't really need we don't really need fancy stuff. We don't need branded stuff. We just need something that works, something that doesn't break in one go, and that's the perfect brand for us. So we went there. We started buying stuff, and I saw the most amazing $5 shades. Like, it looks pretty cool. Until now, I still use it, and I've used it the entire trip. You might have seen that if you go to my Instagram, instagram.com/theclumsygeek gaming. Try it. If it doesn't work, remove the gaming. instagram.com/theclumsygeek. Try one of those. It should work. I should have a video in Switzerland where I'm bouncing off a trampoline, acting like a kid, and have shades on. Those shades cost $5, and they look pretty cool. They're durable. They work. They shade my eyes against the sun, and they're perfect. And I always boast that with Mrs. Clumsy, like, look at my $5 shades. This is still working perfectly. I love it. So yeah, that's the perfect. There's no other thing that comes close to me. That's the best $5 I've ever spent. Goodness. Oh my. Montargis? Probably not how you pronounce it, but that's how it's spelled. It's actually a sneaky town here. Maybe you should take a photo, huh? I'll take care of taking a photo later. Let's not let's not lose our momentum. I'm on a roll here. Maybe not. Okay. Next, what was a random compliment that someone gave you that really stuck in your memory? Random compliment someone gave you. Well, as you guys know, really suck at this memory game. But from what I can remember, I've gotten some very nice compliments over YouTube. Those are very fulfilling. And those really help a lot in keeping me going. You know, it's not always easy. It looks easy, looks simple, but I've been doing this for, I don't know, 4 years now? Almost 4 years maybe? Something like that, yeah. And it's making videos almost daily. It's not easy. It really takes dedication. And it's become a part of my routine, and really committed to it now. But yeah, those kind words, those words of encouragement, being able to help out, being able to entertain someone, being able to get someone through their rough patch, it's really fulfilling. And you know, like playing a game, it's amazing, but playing a game and being able to share that with someone and having a real positive effect on someone, that's just I have no words for it. I mean, that's the real deal, basically. So yeah, I'm totally amazed by it. And that's why I really love interacting with you guys, because I love hearing those things. And this is why I make these videos. One thing is because I want it as an outlet. But if it's only an outlet, if it was only for me, I'll probably not make like as many videos as I am doing. I'm making as many videos as I can, partly because I want to be of service to you as well. If you guys are enjoying the videos, I would like you guys to have something to enjoy every day. And yeah, it's a balance between my enjoyment and your entertainment. So it's not only about me, not just about me anymore. But yeah, really enjoying it so far. So thank you guys for the support. Aside from that, well, maybe at work sometimes I get compliments. And yeah, I really feel like I'm not worthless. That I'm really doing something, helping something, and something is happening because of it. You know, it's not just working for the sake of working, but really working to make a change and make people's lives easier. Because I'm in IT, so I make systems. I make computer systems. And then when I make something that I know is being used by the business, when I know that it's useful for them, when I know that they're really happy about it, and when people really give you encouraging words about it, it's just flattering, heartwarming, and all that stuff. Very nice cozy road here. I like it. It's perfect for when you're feeling in the mood for some countryside driving. When you get tired of those highways, even though the French highways are beautiful and littered with toll gates. But if you just want a chill drive, this road might be for you. Next up, what's one small thing you could do each day that would greatly improve your life? I would say sticking to a routine. I think I mentioned this a bit before already, but sticking to a routine helps you in more ways than you can think of, and in more ways than you probably realize. Because in one way, because I guess there are some bad connotations about routine, like, oh, having a routine is boring, you always end up doing the same thing over and over. But not really. I mean, yes, for those parts, but your entire day doesn't have to be a routine. You could have a daily routine to wake you up, to get you going, to get you in the mood, stuff like that. But then after that, it's up to you. The routine is there to help you get started, to boot you up, and to take your mind away from that thing you're doing. Like for example, I have a daily routine. My daily routine is waking up, making coffee, using my hand grinder to grind the coffee beans, brew coffee using my pour over, drink it, catch up on YouTube comments, catch up on updates in SCS, in trucking, in all the games I'm looking forward to, and then get to recording and get to work and that stuff. So I have a daily routine that helps me out because it frees up my brain. If I didn't have a routine, if every day I would have to think what I would like to do, then that would be consuming my brain power. Instead of spending something... One sec, let me just go through this hill because I slowed down wrongly. There we go. Alright. Oh yes, by the way, yes, perfect timing. Because this is a default SES truck, the wipers are working, so I can actually use the increase and decrease wipers to go to intermittent, go to low setting, go to high setting, which is the new one. Perfect. Right now, let's go to intermittent only. There we go. I think actually it's perfect for the low setting already. Yeah. And turn on our lights as well. There you go. So yeah, having a routine helps free up your brain, so you don't have to think about making coffee. You just make coffee on autopilot, basically. That's the closest thing. So make coffee on autopilot, and while you're on autopilot, you could think about other things. You could plan your day, you could do some more stuff. Look at all these clumsy truckers. Clumsy trucking represent. Nice. Also, why do I have that kind of music? Don't I have sound fixes enabled? Maybe I disabled it. Dang. Forgot about it. Yeah. I should add it next time. It shouldn't have a big effect on us. Oh crap, the autopass is way back there in the leftmost lane. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, probably forgot about it, so it would help next time. But then again, we have EVR sounds, so all of the sounds are anyway overwritten by EVR. So in terms of the truck sounds, the sound fixes shouldn't have that much of an effect. But then outside the truck, with the AI traffic sounds, the refilling of the gas, the late sounds, those are all affected by sound fixes, so I have to make sure to enable them next time. I'll try to remember at least. There you go. So yeah, having a routine definitely helps. So I would highly recommend you to build a routine and stick to it, because it really frees up your brain to do the heavy thinking. Like I think that's the reason Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook has only one kind of shirt, because he wants to build that into his routine. He doesn't want to spend brain power to choose which shirt he's going to wear. He just picks any, because they're all the same anyway, and it's done. It saves time, it saves brain power, and that's time and brain power that he could pour into his actual projects. Yeah, so it might seem like a small thing, but they all add up. Like I mentioned, these small things really add up, and through the course of years, of months, years, and course of your career, it will all build up. It will all add up. So yeah, try it out and let me know if it works. If you're studying, it might also help you having a daily routine, so you can get it set up for studying. Yeah, if you're working, then yeah, it could also work. Get you ready for work and all that stuff. But yeah, it works in any part of life. Man, I'm loving the rain physics on the windshield. Alright, thank you for the question. Next one was, what must be seen or experienced in person to really appreciate it. Huh. What must be seen or experienced in person to really appreciate it? I think I mentioned this before, but this is the closest answer I can give. Travel is something you can only experience in person. You can look at all the pictures you want, you can watch all the YouTube videos you want, you can go VR and explore it as realistically as possible, but nothing comes close to the real thing. Being actually there, experiencing the place, the views, it's just something on a completely different level. And I would really encourage everyone to travel. If you're saving up for something, save up for travel. It gives you an experience that it's not really matched by anything else. That kind of experience, you grow old with it, you know. You might say, well, I spent so much just to spend like a few days or a week somewhere. Not really. I mean, it does seem that way initially, but when you travel's done in a week, but the memories stay. The photos are there. The documentation is there, and the memories from you. If you don't like a goldfish memory like me, then it stays with you. And even with goldfish memory like mine, bro, let me pass. I still treasure it deeply. So how much more if you have a somehow even half decent memory, right? So it's worth it, guys. You know, the experience you get as soon as you step down, as soon as you step on the wherever you're going, the beach, once you feel the sand, or once you see the views. I remember when we went to Venice a couple of years back, Venice in Italy, we knew it was amazing. We looked for YouTube videos, we were looking for where to go, where to stay, and all that stuff. So we had a glimpse of what the views would look like. So we kind of knew what to expect, but not really, because it's really different when you're there. Seeing this like all-encompassing view in front of you, it's just a different level altogether. And of course, eating the food, encountering the culture, having interaction with the people. Oh, that was close. That was scary. That guy almost did a full stop. And so that cascaded all the way to us. Look at this guy on the right. Good luck overtaking. Good luck squeezing in. What is that guy doing? There you go. Oh, this is new. This looks new. That's amazing. Car's actually getting lifted. Not just towed, lifted. Must have been a total wreck or something. Didn't notice that much damage in there though, but maybe the engine stopped working or something. Man, these words I have no clue how to pronounce, but they look cool. Look pretty real to me. I'm going to try and read it. Gones Bagnole. Maybe I shouldn't have, huh? Sorry, my bad. Okay, I'm just going to follow the road here. I shouldn't have any map mods, so these should all be part of the default game, part of vanilla, either the base map or the Vive la France DLC. I don't really know which is which, because they kind of merge together pretty well. Merging lane up ahead. Not affecting us though, so it should be fine. Alright. Next question. How well can you explain how a truck works? Oh my goodness. Not very well. I would leave that to you, Jay. So Jay is an... what is your official title, Jay? An avionics engineer? How do you call it? The guy who disassembles the planes and puts them back all together. So he would have a better idea how to explain stuff like this. But I would say I've learned a lot because of my exposure to truck sim. Beforehand, I knew nothing about trucks. I knew nothing how to shift gears. Like, I heard some trucks had 18 gears, but I thought they had like that, you know, that H shifter. I thought that was going from 1 to 18 literally. Like how it would go from 1 to 6, make 3 times that long, so you can go to 1 to 18. I thought that was how it worked. I'm absolutely clueless about trucks. And once I start getting into truck sim, then I learned all that stuff thanks to you guys. So thank you. And yeah, I'm learning day by day, but I don't think I'm that level. I don't think I'll get to that level where I really know the ins and outs of an engine. I've always been very bad at hardware. I'm a software engineer. That's my official term, probably. So yeah, hardware is not my expertise. So I'm going to leave that to the experts, i.e. you. Alright. And I think we'll leave it there because I won't have enough time to finish another question. Look at that guy hanging out outside, not minding the rain. He must be having a pretty bad day or a good day, depending on how you look at it. That's looking a bit difficult. But maybe steerable axles will help me out. I do have space here on the right. Barely. Oh dang it. Yeah, that's not going to work. Maybe I should have lifted my axles midway. But that's fine. We can do a bit of blindside reverse, I guess. Not the best approach, but we'll make things work. So if I go here, I lift my axles so it's easier to turn, and then I try to see something from there. Good luck. Oh goodness. Someone will have to go down and help me out, guys. Any volunteers? Okay, I'll go down. Alright. We can make this. If we make the turn sharp enough, we can make this work. Oi, did I just do it the wrong way? Yes, I did. I think we might have lost our chance there. Let's go back out again. Yeah, kind of went away there, but I think that should still be fine. I think I can make it work the other side again. Who did I hit? Oh, the truck to the side maybe. Blame the rain. Blame everyone but me. Okay, there we go. Now this is something I can do. This one should be textbook parking. I think we might be late though, but who cares? We had a bit of sightseeing. We answered a lot of questions. I'm happy. Hope you guys are happy as well. Good. Turn off the lights, turn off the wipers. And that music is still playing. It's driving me mad. Late? How much late? 38 minutes because we went on that detour. That's fine. 700 penalty is not really a big deal. Who needs the money? We want the sightseeing. Cool stuff. Oh, look at that lighting. Natural Lux light for the win. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for staying with me. Hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, please don't forget, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button, comment, share with your friends, all that stuff. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next episode. Really loving that CG sign at the back. I think it even lights up. Or maybe not. It does. Beautiful. Look at that. Thanks a lot, Krill. That's going to be part of Natural Lux. Anyway, thank you guys. Have a nice day. Clumsy Trucking, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.